Welcome to Scorpio season, y'all. Okay. Welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia. Some people call me Sarah. Some people call me Liv. But my name is Sarah Olivia. Welcome to my page. This is the Queen Circle. And, I originally started as a tarot page exclusively. But now I've kind of wanted to create a space where people could learn. And it wasn't just about predicting this or predicting that or forecast type shit, which I do think is important. However, I wanted to expand. So the Queen Circle, we are incorporating fitness. I basically linked up with my friends and my sister and I was like, let's do this. Let's create something where we can all share our expertise. So the first crown here, we have the Alchemy Queen, we have the Iron Queen, we have the Empress, and the Pearl Queen. And each one of us represents a crown. So I represent crown 3, the Empress. It's kind of based upon tarot, but a little different. And so whenever you're coming to my videos, I'm always going to be talking about the different queen types moving forward with our new Queen Circle Academy. So our new website is thequeencircleacademy.com. Just wanted to say a shout out. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me by booking readings and sending me tips on my coffee page. That literally is like, it's amazing. Like if you want to go over there and get a membership, I have so much free content. And it was actually my coffee page that inspired me to create an academy, because after I had my daughter, I just kind of started looking at things different. I started looking at how things work, and I started looking at kind of like, I want to leave something behind for her. I want to do something more for her. So this was kind of birthed from that. But what I wanted to talk about today was Scorpio season. So the seasons that we're in, and I'm going to start shuffling now. The season that we're in is very specific, okay? It's I like to call it portal season, but it's really not a portal. It's more so that the veil is thin, and the veil is what separates us from the spiritual world. So around this time, the veil is very thin, which means that there's a lot of different energies that have access that typically wouldn't have access on both sides. On the sides you find favorable, and on the other side, And so the most important advice I can give is to accept all parts of yourself. Because when you accept all parts of yourself, you actually expand. And Scorpio understands that. When you accept all parts of you, you expand. And so the thing is, you could be like, I'm not a Scorpio. I don't understand why. I got 2 cards for this one. I don't understand why I have to be paying attention to Scorpio season. I always like to say it like this. Scorpio season is like every season for each zodiac sign is like the weather. It's like the forecast of what to look out for. So these forecast videos are going to tell you what energies are, where you at, what's the weather. So let's look at the weather. So the first thing I'm going to pull is an animal spirit card, and we have Heron, okay? And then what also I want you to do is, how I'm going to do this, I just came up with an idea. I'm going to put timestamps down below, and I want you to pick a crown, and I'm going to do the reading for each crown. So we're going to start with number 1. And I'm going to do the same reading, but I'm going to do it for each of them. Okay. Ooh, so let's start off here with crown number 1. If you chose this is the Alchemy Queen. And we have the Heron, patience. It says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose, and patience will bring you rewards. Okay, so for some of you with group 1, you have been so patient on something. You might have been cultivating something, nurturing something. I'm just picking up like eggs, like literal eggs. Some of you guys could be thinking about fertility. You could have been working on a project, but when it's coming to you, you guys have had to alchemize a lot of emotions, a lot of different things to get to this point. And Scorpio season for you with these snakes, that makes me very curious. It's like the snakes in the cloud. These 2 energies are about illusion, because typically snakes just by their nature, they have to stay very, very low. And like some of you guys could be around people, places, and things that brought you down. Maybe you didn't have the money that you wanted. Maybe you're like, look, I'm trying to get this bag. Some of you guys could have felt limited in love. Like, you know what? I only have this much to give. And something about limited access. So I feel like with your energy group 1, there's something about you in your past story that you're leaving behind before Scorpio season. You have a choice to embrace a narrative where you're no longer in lack. And it's only because your vision is clearer. It's really hard to manifest without a clear vision. And I didn't realize that before. But now, like, when you're trying to actually have the money in your bank account, and when you're actually trying to have the man in your bed or the woman in your bed, and you're really wanting to feel good about yourself and and things in the 3D where you can actually see them and touch them, this really fucking matters. And so just be careful of the connections that you have when you're in a low place, because they're not the same as the connections that you would have in a high place. So the patience of this is really talking about stillness, because stillness is how you clear your vision. So you're like, okay, you told me that, that's fine. How do I see a clearer vision? You need to practice. It's not like a magic trick. It's not like, oh, that person's more intuitive than me. That person's smarter than me. That person's a better mother than me. That person has more cups than me. Eyes on your own life. That right there invites in the snake, because when you're looking at someone else, the snake's coming up in your camp. So you want to dead that in Scorpio season. And if Scorpio season has been challenging for you, trust me, boo boo, it will get so much lighter. Some of you guys, maybe switch up your perfume. There's something about perfume or smells and scents. You might even pick up stuff. Like, there is a clairvoyant ability, and I need to look up what the name of it is, but there is one that can pick up scents. So maybe like you get a headache around certain people, or there's just something with the senses, and it could be like sensory overload. Like, I even feel a little bit overwhelmed reading this. It's your snake skin would shed much faster. The people in your life that don't need to be there would disappear. Not disappear. I hate to say disappear. I don't mean like anything's gonna happen to them. I just mean that some people, some situations are only there because our eyes are not on our own life. And as soon as you start focusing on your own life, you're actually pulling security with your boundaries, instead of looking at, oh, look what she has, or look what they have, or even if it's not in a place of admiration, maybe it's like, I can't stand this, I can't stand that. Once you kind of look at that energy, it's like there's a need to develop your own personal brand, your own signature, like your own signature perfume. And it could be like a coming back to self. You could be on a weight loss journey. Every time you go to the gym, or you spray that perfume, and it's like, why are you wearing perfume at the gym? It's like, because I fucking can, and that's who I am. It's like this freedom, this revolution, this villain era, but not actually hurting anyone, but just enjoying being cheeky and bad and speaking your mind and embracing who you are on so many levels. That's what's coming in. And it's coming in because you are able to sense. You actually can perceive people better when you focus on your own life. I know it sounds really strange, but when you're focusing on other people, that's how you let snakes in your camp. So all you have to do is focus back. Find a signature scent. I challenge you to an action, because readings are cool, they're nice, and they feel good, and we binge them. We binge them. Like, I'll watch tarot readings for 30 hours straight. Like, and I have during the saddest times of my life and in the happiest times of my life, because I just realized that I really like it. I really love how I feel when I'm watching a reader that I just resonate with. And so for you guys, I challenge you to find a signature scent, because the snake is really hard to come out of. Most people would tell you, like, you need to cleanse, you need to have shadow work, you need to do all this shit. It's like, that's why you have the patience card, because maybe you've been fighting your way through these fucking stories. And I'm saying, go up. Clouds are in the air. Go up. Up. Like, go all the way up, out of this story, out of this narrative. Stop talking about it. and just live your life and enjoy yourself, because this energy right here is your alchemy. It's your potential. And I'm seeing that if you might have already been in that space, the cloud. And it's like your senses can help pull you out of this. Some of you guys could really benefit from like a spiritual bath, and like put intention into it. Get candles. Like this could cost you $50, you know, but your spirit is like infinite abundance is coming in, because all of the realms are connected. All of the realms are connected. They're intertwined. They're touching each other. They're influenced by each other. The mental realm, the spiritual realm, all of it. The physical, all of it. And so here, your patience actually is really just play in disguise, because you understand what disguise looks like, because you've had snakes in your camp. So use that ability that you learn from having to be more perceptive of the people around you to expand your awareness and basically change your life. You could change your life overnight. Who said you couldn't? Who said you couldn't change your life overnight? If you could walk out in the street in front of cars and change your life overnight, you can do the same thing. There's no, just because you don't see it, the physical realm is immediate. It's a good thing that it's not so quick, because you have the time, your roots are going to be stronger. Because you have the time, all versions of yourself, all of you are together. And I just pulled a card from my deck that I made. It's like this little pocket-sized wallet version, and I put all of you as her. So group 1, your alchemy power right now in Scorpio season is to draw upon 4 specific versions of yourself during this patience period. So this is your assignment. You're going to get your signature perfume, and then you are going to activate your crown, activate a different narrative that you actually want to live in and see it in real life. If you want to see something in real life, you need to do spiritual work and mental work. And if you want to improve your real life, your physical life. So I want you to draw upon different aspects of yourself. The fire, that's the Iron Queen. That's your passion. That's your physical fitness. You know, I want you to think of 4 different examples in your life where you have physically been on your shit. I'm not talking about how much you weighed. I'm not talking about, oh, I was so pretty. I'm talking about, when was the last time you felt physically fit? Write that experience down. I don't care if it was one day when you were out there walking, or if you were squatting, if you were lifting. Give yourself permission to just at least find one example. It could have been when you were 5 years old on the playground. That counts too. Next one you are going to do is the Empress. You are going to find an example from your childhood that was blissful. It could have just been like you were walking by and you saw this book, or it could have been like a sacred ceremony that you did with your family, or things that you painted, cultural things. I just want you to find that example. And then for the Pearl Queen, I want you to look back at a challenging situation and give yourself grace. You could do this on paper. You could record a video log and hide it in your phone. You could use your voice. You could use your hands. You could paint. Whatever that is. You could paint a picture that depicts your past, but just go into it with intention. And then lastly, the crown that you are naturally resonating with the most, the one that is spearheading all of you, is her, every version of yourself. You didn't kill your past self. You didn't kill your past self. You just took the parts that were necessary. I call this energy the cosmic surgeon. The cosmic surgeon is the energy that you have with this crown, is what you're amplifying with this crown. It's you're crafting yourself, group 1, alchemy queens. You're crafting yourself. This is a work of art. This is a process. This is a mission. This is a life. This is a beautiful life. This is an opportunity. This is a chance. This is right now. Nothing else exists but right now. So take action today. Travel, do the thing, save for the thing, screenshot a picture, but do something. Just move, because thought is only activated through action. Hey guys, welcome. This is group 2. So tap me into the energy of group number 2. I just want to clear the energy from group 1. And there's a message coming up about karma. And I'm feeling that, with the Scorpio season, it is the energy of 8, which is the karma symbol on its side. In the Queen Circle, 8 represents the script. The script is what you were saying. The script is actually just basically your DNA based upon a combination of you acting out certain thought forms, because sometimes people might mistake in their head. I'm getting the sense that this could be someone around you, but it's an energy that I'm picking up. I want you to take it only as it resonates. And group 2, this is for the Iron Queens. Crown number 2, if you resonate with that. You might have also watched group 1. You can feel free to watch anyone you want, but I really encourage you to pick a crown. I encourage you to be decisive. And no matter what's going on around you, I'm sensing the need to ground yourself, because it's really hard to imagine a new life, a new way, a new being, a new anything if you're in the story so much of your current reality where you don't have time for yourself. Like, it's like you and the fam. It's like you and the child, you and the. And it's like that sacred space that you create for yourself. There's codes in that space. There's information in that space, information about you and how you act and what makes you happy. When you go in, you're not going in alone. You're going into the wellspring of that water that sometimes you need. And it's like that replenishment, that renourishment, that is Scorpio season for you. So even if you're doing things with people, even if whatever that is, it's like taking that time for yourself so you can just literally like hear your own thoughts, and there's messages for you. So for Scorpio season, I picked up the Lenormand card. You guys have the garden. I didn't see it before I started doing this, but the garden is one of my favorite energies. This is talking about a magical encounter. So if you chose crown number 2, this is about your passion. Oops. Maybe some of you have a passion that you're working towards, and that passion, it could be a relationship, it could be any aspect that's just really got you feeling inspired. Act upon your inspirations is what I'm hearing. Oops. Act upon your inspirations and put yourself in beautiful environments. I was listening to something earlier today that was talking about when you're in nature, you're actually experiencing God herself, and it's like, it was very powerful to me. Everyone has their own interpretation about divinity, but with the garden card, it's available to you guys. So Scorpio season is not just like a portal because the veil is thin. It's actually where the hell you want to go. And for this group, I want to show you your card. I have these pocket-sized little affirmation cards that I made, and let's bring it into focus. Literally the one you guys got was she's going places. Literally. And you see how that crystal is like blocking her face? It's kind of creepy, but I like it. It's like that's Scorpio season. It's like kind of creepy, but I like it. It's like it could be your personality. You could be really into like really like kid shows or Halloween movies, or be very festive, or you love the holidays, that type of energy. And it's just like what's supporting you is movement. Go somewhere beautiful. So your action step for Scorpio season is to go somewhere beautiful intentionally on purpose by yourself. It could literally be anywhere. It could be a gym. It could be a vacation. It could be a trip down the street to the grocery store. But before you go home, you like pull off and you just go to a park or something. It's that type of energy. Or this could even be like signing up for something that's just yours, a program or anything. It doesn't have to even be ours. It could be any type of thing. It's just, I'm feeling this overwhelming sense of peace because before this reading, I had to pause it before group one. I mean, after group one. And I was feeling like, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I gotta do. And I did like 15 things. And then I came back to the space. And I was like, no, you're gonna charge your phone. Because I believe that my phone being charged is a representation of how much mental battery I have. And it's just the lower it gets, I'm like tired. And so for me, part of my energy training is I bought 2 different portable chargers on my last trip because I was like, if I want to be the type of person that has like her mental, like my mental is in a good place, even I feel more in control to stop, to make room, to make space. So um feeling that energy of being like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like it just doesn't align with where you're going because it's in the garden. She's in front of the garden for a reason. It's in the garden first that you find there's a specific version of yourself that only comes out when you're alone or when you do certain things. And it's not because, well, what we're actually, I'm not going to go too deep in it. Let's pull an animal card. Let's see. Yeah, look, you got, okay, this is an animal spirit deck, guys. And this is like the only card that's not an animal. Personal choice. Personal, that's what it is, group 2. What you have, it's like you have this superpower. And when you go to sacred spaces by yourself, even if it's like you're on a trip and you make that like extra day for yourself, or you pick, you whatever you do to carve out that time, even if it's like 3 minutes of meditation, like, and you're with people and you just go outside and you meditate with a cup of coffee, but you're still in the midst of people, there's still things going on. You don't have like maybe the time to go on some grand solo vacation, I mean, or maybe you do, who knows. But this is close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So again, I'm picking up so much greenery, mountains, water. You guys are embracing your avatar state. You're in the middle of this for Scorpio season. You are cultivating your own good luck. You can put your good luck on autopilot if you know how to navigate it. You first have to separate yourself. You always start with subtraction. So you separate yourself or you separate people. It's kind of an interesting process, but typically if you separate yourself, you won't have to separate people as much or at all because you're so used to your own divinity on a higher level from that time alone that you can still have it while you're around others. It is it's a mastery and it's a skill, but it's not impossible. If you need help with it, I got you. But there's several techniques, but it's more than just meditation. It's curated to your specific frequency. And we have the moose. Yeah, because wisdom. This group, you guys are extremely wise. I just want to like focus on this energy for a bit because it's very powerful. Let your head and your mind reach to the stars. Keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Okay, so with this moose spirit, y'all, do you understand the elements we have here? First of all, we have a garden. Some of you guys, this could be your sexual garden, your sensual garden. Like your garden is getting flowered, okay? Like things are going well. You might even want to get like, a wax or if you don't wax, that's fine. It's almost like your natural grooming that you do if you know you're going to be intimate with someone. It's like, that's the vibe. It's like Venus. Ooh, baby, she's got it. It's like, yes, honey, the waters is group 2. But then also you have this like strength aspect where you're like, you could be very physically strong. Because, the Iron Queens, you guys embody physical fitness anyways, but this is on a whole nother level. This is like bodybuilder. This is like, expert ballerina. This is like whatever you're doing, for your fitness, for your mental, your mind-body connection, because you need a mind-body connection. Your mental plane grows stronger with exercise. And the thing is, a lot of spiritual people that I've been around in the past, specifically, I can't speak for anyone else, um, weren't really connecting the physical realm to the mental realm. So I was trying really hard to stay in alignment, to stay balanced, to stay peaceful, to stay calm, like this mountain background in the garden. But the thing is that because I didn't exercise, I didn't realize. And it's not even just about exercise, because it could be like play. When you're a kid, kids are playing. They're not like, oh, I'm exercising. It's body movement on purpose consistently is a form of magic. And I realized that right before I got pregnant, I got in the best shape of my life. And it doesn't mean that it was better than now. Actually, I feel much healthier and way more in shape than I was then. But at the same time, everyone has that moment when they're like, you know what, I'm going to do this. And seeing any progress is the best shape of your life. It's like being in the best shape of your life is personal, it's specific. It's an engine, it's a machine, it's the foods, it's the preferences, it's the stickers on the water bottle, it's the gym backpack, it's the shoes, it's the leggings, it's the confidence, it's the demons that you overcome. It's like, and when you combine that if you're here, you're an intuitive woman. And so to combine that, I call it your cosmic body. Your cosmic body is the energy of like 222. It's literally, even though you chose group 3, I'm sorry, yeah, this is group 2. It's funny how it is 222. Yeah, you might be seeing 222 everywhere, but this moose right here, people are going to, okay, I'm getting a message from someone. You might be in a big friend group, and maybe you don't feel like, everybody else, you're a little bit different. People are going to respect you more with your results, with your progress. Um, and if you're already doing really well, I'm seeing that you're already doing really well. If you're here, you're already doing really well. And the only thing that could make that an area that you like even consider working on, because you're so good at it, is that you're looking at the group more than you're looking inward, because this group is beautiful, this group is powerful, but it's like you become your own top dog of your story when your story is the one you focus on more. And I think group 1 got a similar message, but theirs was more like snakes in the grass. This group is more like you have the potential to see things before they happen. And so you're kind of in that phase where choose your champion, choose another spirit animal to assist the moves. So whenever you think about your heart, or you think about, your body, think about the moves and think about how strong. Aim to get stronger, group 2. And this is not because you're not strong. This is because that is strong. Strength is expanding, it's growing, it's continuous, because stagnancy is not the frequency of love. Love moves and it grows and it changes, and roots grow deep and they grow and they change, and the tree changes, and it's like it might lean to the side a bit, but it's like when you're focused on your strength, people will come to you for your wisdom. You won't have to seek it out. You won't have to try hard. So if you're trying to attract clients, or you're trying to attract any source of goodness, movement, leveling up, and you should always, always strive to always learn, just to stay a continuous student, because the more you learn, you just share as you go, and that makes you wise. So, choose your champion, choose a spirit animal that really speaks to you. It could be a unicorn, it could be a dragon, it could be a lizard, reptile, it could be a fish. But when we connect to animal spirits, it creates a clear picture. And the clearer the picture is, even if you don't remember what a spiritual animal stands for, just picking a spirit animal in general and acknowledging it every day like an energy pet, it will absorb a lot of energies on your behalf as food. and that animal will become stronger, because your imagination is what creates the world around you. And so if when you're more playful, when you're more open, when you move your body, you're sending a signal of that childlike frequency. It was like, oh, this is my animal. You're sending those vibrations of innocence, of purity, of creativity, of kindness. Like these are frequencies that are very sacred. That's why when children come into this world, it's like a very sacred thing, because they're so playful, and you can tap into that. And I want to pull one more card for you guys. I'm feeling led from my deck. Let me focus this. It says, my spouse. Come on, guys. It says my spouse matches my vision. Sorry, guys, if it's blurry. There we go. My spouse matches my vision. And if you notice, there's two paths to getting to the castle. And I love it because the sky is kind of dark. Sometimes it feels like that. Like sometimes Scorpio season can feel like this dark victory. Like, you know what I mean? You might need to get spiritual champions and work with your spirit animals more, is what I'm hearing. Like pick one with the moose and just work with it for a month and see how you feel. Do you feel stronger? Before you do your workouts, envision yourself like a big, huge, tall moose. Or if you don't resonate with that, you could just imagine that that moose is standing in front of all of your obstacles like a barrier, like a force field. And in exchange, all of the unforgiveness, all of the resentment, anything that's going on that pops up occasionally from time to time, feed it to the moose in exchange for they can alchemize it themselves. It's like cook it first. You're not going to eat a dead chicken like right out, like you clean. There's a process, and energies like that too. And when you work with spirit animals, it's almost like they absorb those things for you through alchemy, and clean it off and send it to them. But you never just want to sit inside of energy. And if you have to do it all yourself, it's not as fun, and it makes the process hard to see the garden. It's hard to see the mountains. It's hard. And going back to my spouse matches my vision, I kind of went off on a tangent, but with this card, what it's saying is, I'll put it down like this. What it's saying is that during Scorpio season, you have an opportunity to not choose the destination. I'm hearing the destination's already, you're so close to your destination with love. If this is in relation to feeling like yourself and feeling like yourself again, or feeling like just like all versions of you, just feeling like you, feeling like you, because you feel like you're moving, you're flying. Maybe you're flying somewhere. Maybe you're traveling somewhere. Maybe you're going some places in your dreams. But what's happening is it's strengthening your personal brand, your preferences, like who you are as an energy signature, and it's leading you to a spouse that is strong enough for you. Some people feel like they need to be good enough for their spouse, and I don't approach any of my energy work that way. This right here indicates that there's something coming. There's not even coming. There's something you're walking towards. It's with the energy of a relationship. And even if you are in a connection, you want to keep progressing forward. And these two paths indicate how you get there. Because getting to the castle is what most people focus on. They'll be like, oh, I'm just trying to get to my castle. I want my man. I want my husband. I want my wife. I want my goodies. I want my money. I want. And there's nothing wrong with having desires. But if you're living your life in this picky mode, where it's like, I only want this thing or I won't be happy, you're picking a path. You're picking one of these two pink paths. And that one is not the same as you being like, you know what? I'd really like this, but I'm open and I love being by myself. And it's not even being by myself. It's just I love my life and I wouldn't trade it. Like if I could be anyone in the world, I'd be me. If you could have the ability of anybody else in the world but be you, what ability would you choose? And it's like, try it, be experimental. This is the energy that will put you on the specific vibration for that love. And I'm sensing that love is very stable. That love has security, and not just security that is like, oh, I just have my bills paid. It's the type of security that's big enough for you to support your crown chakra, because you're the type of queen that's always outdoing herself and evolving, I can see. So you want to be with someone who is powerful and stable enough financially with his vision that no matter how big your vision gets, you're never, he's always like, yeah, that's cool, I support that. Yeah, that's cool, I support that. Someone who, no matter what changes you go through, what seasons of life. And so if you're doing that with yourself, your path to your person is going to be very different from someone who's just like, I want a husband. And there's an actual person out there with attributes. So you're basically, if this is for the singles, if you're single and watching this, you're basically playing the matching game. The matching game is when you embody all of the attributes that you want your spouse to embody and you live them out loud. If you are in a connection, then that is you simply just embodying that as well, continuing, going back to that person. Maybe they don't know that version of you. Maybe they're like, oh, you were awkward in high school, or maybe you were great in high school. Whatever the thing is that your person, even if your person will accept you and love you. Your person will accept you and love you. Your person will accept you and love you. Group 2, this is the end of your reading. How to survive Scorpio season. If you need help, if you want any sort of support, or if you'd like to check out some of our activation workbooks. These books are curated by one of the 4 instructors. We each have our own. And our new program, the Bad Bitch Factory, drops November 15th. And we're just so excited about it. We've been working on this program basically the whole year, almost more than half of the year. And this is all the things that we personally did to revolutionize our thinking, perception, life, and energy. And if you're on board, want to check out our products, want to check out our coaching packages, to truly just give yourself the opportunity to have a new blueprint, a blank canvas, and to really experience it in real time, that is a blessing within itself. And I'm just sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you want to support me in any way, please share this link with a friend. Please like the video down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Because sometimes you'll be like, I thought I subscribed, but you didn't subscribe. So, and then, I also have different links down below where I have membership, where I teach a lot of different concepts. We have a Facebook group and we host retreats quite often and live pop-up events. So thank you for supporting the Queen Circle. I'll see you guys in another reading. Hey, group 3, my Empress Queens. If you chose this, you chose the pink crown, which is also number 3. Remember, only take what applies and let the rest fly. Okay, so when I was clearing my energy from the previous group, I started hearing that song. Take me to church, I'll hustle like a dog on Saturday night. I forgot who sings that, but if you know that song, please comment it down below, because I don't feel like asking Alexa. She be getting on my nerves. But anyways, this is how to survive Scorpio season. This energy feels very grounded. I feel like earth energy. It could be an earth sign. There's a lot of like stability around you. And I feel like this group has a lot under control. Like, I'm not even gonna pull the cards yet. I'm sorry you can't see my face because I don't feel like being seen. Some of you guys could be like that. Like, I don't feel like being seen. I don't always feel like being seen. I'm just picking up like cheekiness and boundaries. Like, you guys, your boundaries are so good that your love hits directly to who it's meant. It's like, it's so potent because it's pure, and it's like your love is pure like water with a little bit of little bit of magic. So that's what I'm picking up. It's like, it's okay. I'm just observing what is. And let's see what the energy is. So we have the raccoon spirit. I love doing spirit animals. And the one thing I love about the raccoon, it's like there's a level of like, for you guys, Scorpio season is providing like intuitive invention is what I want to call it. Like intuitive invention is how you guys exercise your control, because you know, Scorpio has a lot to do with controlling things and being in control. And it's not necessarily coming from a place that's good or bad. It just is. And that's how Scorpio season is. It's like, it just is, you know? It's your perception of it that makes it, how you feel about it is based upon what's going on with you. You know, something could happen one day and another day doesn't bother you. But with the raccoon, this is saying decide on what you really want. So how do you decide on what you want? You have a clear picture. That's why I love to do tarot, because don't think about tarot as good or bad. Think about different types of people using the same source. Now, someone down the street could be using it and it's like using it with weird ass energy and doing all this weird stuff. Yeah, it's going to seem weird, but it's almost like how you're doing things and how you're creating group three, whatever it is that you're working on, it requires this feeling of these boundaries, because it's like maybe you used to be way more open. I'm picking up like your water could have been like flowing like an ocean, like, hey, you can come swim. But I feel like for whatever reason, which is not the focus, you have become much bigger. And because you have become much bigger, you're thinking in terms of creation. And creation is actually a form. Did you know that creation is a form of giving back? Yeah. Creation, when you create things, you're actually sending out strands of love so that other people can experience it. They can experience it through the beauty of it. They can experience it by the thought of it. Some people can experience it by actually touching it. Some people can experience it by, you know, aspiring and setting a goal to be like that. So when you create things, you're actually amplifying your karmic footprint for abundance, because people get to watch it. And there's so much about watching it. It's coming up like art, like artwork or something like this. And it says you have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being a trickster, practice integrity. You have many roles that you can juggle them well. So you might be doing a lot. You might be like running around Scorpio season, like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, because you have like so much on your mind. You might be working on several projects at a time. And so before you start a project, before you go into work, the next time you do something, call upon the raccoon spirit to have it assist you, have them assist you. So that way they can kind of eat up some of the energies that could open the door to like energies like anxiety and things like this. Because the part about the inventor is like, your job is to work on the vision, and the vision comes clear when you feel really in your element and you have those boundaries up. It's not too many people calling you. It's not too many things going on. It's like your cup, it's almost like a hose when you squeeze the hose and it goes, that's how it feels right now. It's like going in one direction, but I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as like, that's the energy of the inventor. It's really fast. At first I felt very grounded. So if you want to get into your inventor energy, you might be like, I'm not an inventor. I didn't invent anything. First of all, stop saying that, because that's just never a good thing to talk about what you're not, especially if you want to be it. Just be like, look, I may not feel like an inventor, but I am open to trying new things. That right there, being open, you have to have an open mind. And you could even like start spelling your name differently. There's something coming up about your name or how you present yourself. There's like a new presentation of how you present yourself. Like you might be in a new group of friends. You might be connecting to like your siblings. There's some sort of thing where it's like everyone's kind of got their own weird quirk and that's your thing. And maybe you're hanging out with other people who you can invent things with. And I'm definitely picking up like a tribe. And we have the dragon. I love the freaking dragon. Like, this is one of my favorite cards. Like, but not even just that. I love working with dragons. Like, dragons, the power behind a dragon is so supernatural and so majestic. It can fly you out of situations. It can burn it down to the ground if it's not for you. It's like there's so much momentum available to you guys. Group number 3, Queens number 3. You guys, it's like the dragon. I love it because it's next to the inventor. So some of you guys could be creating something. Some of you guys are being encouraged to like watch the cartoon, do the thing, get into that energy. You guys have a very playful spirit. Maybe some people don't even realize it. But if you can turn that playful spirit, you might have chosen group 1, but that's just what I'm picking up. But if you could turn your playfulness, first of all, it's like, I'm seeing it like this. Get into a calm place. Once you're in, and this could take you weeks. This could take you a day. It could take you 5 minutes. Take you a second. But when you guys are calm, you naturally become more like I don't know, I'm just picking up this fantasy realm. Like you might be able to go to different realms. You might be like, oh, I'm watching anime, or I'm watching this series on Netflix. I'm outside with my kid. I'm playing the piano. It's like once you're calm and you feel grounded, then do something creative. But don't just jump into a project. Don't just jump into, that's going to help you so much. Just create a little bit of space, even if it's just like, I'm going to watch one episode of this before. It's almost a spiritual discipline because it's going to prevent you from being like, and although you're a genius, and although you're amazing, although you're creating things people have never seen, you still can create that balance as you go, to prevent any sort of burnout, to be honest. No pun intended, And group 2 could have some messages about that for you. But anyways, because we're all a little bit of, in the similar energies, and we can understand and relate with each other. But with the dragon, you might like have a dragon spirit animal, but if you do, I definitely encourage you to name your spirit animal for you specifically for group 3. Create a bond. See what it feels like going throughout the day with the dragon spirit. And also, what was I saying? I was saying that you get grounded, then you get playful, then you can start creating. So it's almost like create a creation machine. The machine is first you get grounded, you put both feet on the floor, and you imagine that there are roots. And those roots go deep down into the earth, way down, like so far. And it's like, it grounds your energy. It's like wiping the chalkboards, getting into inventor mode. And then you're going to like watch something or look at a picture of something playful. It could be a cartoon. It could be anything that resonates with you. It could even be like looking at a tarot card. Anything that reminds you of your childhood, like even like getting bazooka bubblegum, like activation, childhood activation. And then you start creating. There's something that you're building, or there's something that your higher self wants you to know. I'm getting a message from your higher self right now. There's something about your understanding of the moon cycle. Something about the moon cycle in the season, but specifically the moon cycle. There's something about that. This could be your relationship with your body, with your own shadows, with your menstrual cycle. But this is an energy of getting closer to understanding yourself. Is going to make your life completely different than what it is right now. So so what action do they need to take? Let's see. Let's look at these cards before I get carried away. So we have the Strength card. Look at that. Look at that. I'm almost picking it up like your spirit animals, your spirit guides. You might have a real animal, but what I'm picking up is it's like you maybe tame beasts, you tame souls, you tame the untamable, and you help people. It's like you help the right people. You're going to be helping the right people, but you really do actually just helping yourself. But when these things arise, you're basically going to, I'm picking up, you might catch a big fish, I always call big fish like clients, like maybe you're looking for a client, maybe you're looking for a relationship. There's something that you were okay. It's almost like she doesn't look like the energy that I'm getting from her is like she's just doing the right thing. And it's like you guys do the right things and you help people and you're very strong. It's like this little girl, this big ass whale. You know what I mean? The strength card is also the energy of Leo. And so this is like the five energy, like in the Queen Circle program. And it's like five is the professional. So maybe like professionally, you're going to be helping people. Like maybe this has something to do with your invention, but you're going to be professionally helping people. Big fish, people who you would never, like, who people who might even be ashamed of where their position that they're in. Maybe people of um, high society type of thing is what I'm picking up. Not that they're better or anything. It's just I'm sensing that like you're going to help. There's someone specific that you're going to help, but I see it as something somehow being related to your invention. And look, the Queen of Cups. You're okay. So if you chose group 3, put yourself in a position. It's like I'm just sensing you're rooted. Every time that you meditate with your feet on the ground, you're rooting yourself into this Queen of Cups, this endless magic pouring out of her cup. Look at that. Remember I said that the energy was kind of like a straight like line because of the boundaries that it just shot out directly, but it's not as open as it used to be. This is a depiction of that. Some of you guys could have seashells, like there could be like a magical seashell, or maybe you want to paint some seashells or get henna or get tattoos, or like I'm seeing you express yourself in your physical form completely different. Like your higher self is way more mystical. And not that you're not mystical right now, but like you might be creating this world where you are the muse in it. And it's like people come to you now. So maybe you were just like swimming around and you saw this whale and you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you were like searching for it. But at the same time, you've been working on something with the inventor. There's something that you're like that you really, really want. And it doesn't matter if it's personal, like a relationship, or if it's professional. It's gonna apply to you in the way that it applies to you. But I'm seeing like it's if you feel like you're wanting an opportunity, it's really not the opportunity that you really want. It's how do I even put this? It's okay, that's fine. You want the thing, cool. But how do you get it is not by focusing on that in that way. How you get it is by focusing on yourself because the character's always more important than the story. Because have you ever seen a movie and it's like I like the actor but I didn't like the movie, and it's like how could you like the actor and not like the movie? Yeah, because maybe they had a couple of scenes and it was just like wow, that changed my perspective on something, but the whole movie was trash and you're like okay, throw the rest out. This is how a reading is. It's like you take what's good for you, but for you guys your cup is activated. Your cup is activated. This is what being in the inventor energy does for you. This is what being mystical does for you. It makes it really attractive, very potent, and those who are drawn to it they'll be like, "Whoa, this is amazing." And it comes with helping people. It's like that's the trade-off for having so much light. So that's why you have to have these strict boundaries and you can't just be like, "Hey, everybody's welcome," because the thing is that when you do that, you can get lost in your own creation because you can't see, you know? And this is controlled. It's controlled through your discipline of whatever it is that you are creating, your ingenuity, your ways of doing things. It could be how you keep your house. It could be how you work on your projects. It could be your ideas and putting them on paper. Because there's people who have ideas and there's people who have ideas and put them on paper. And there's people who have ideas and put them on paper and then take an action. And that's where you're going. That's the energy that activates it. But that's a lot. It's a lot to do. So the system is feet on the ground, root yourself down into the earth. Take a couple of deep breaths. Find something that's like childlike, even a picture of a dragon. Name your dragon, talk to your dragon. You know, just and visualize your dragon, whatever comes to mind, you know, and then proceed to do the thing. Then do the to-do list. Then do the thing. Because what you're doing is you are putting those boundaries up so that your abundance can flow just like this. So I'm seeing that this next chapter for Scorpio season, what it's done is it's like you guys have led a path for the veil. So the veil is open and it's like it's very thin. I mean, in your heart is so big and so strong and so specific that you don't have to chase opportunities anymore. Everyone comes to you. And so with you having those boundaries up in advance and you have a system of how to tap into your creativity, you can add music. Regardless, what it's going to do is fortify your continuous success, and you're going to be able to help a lot of people, and you're going to be able to help big people who can help people. And it's like that is a really beautiful thing. So you might be in the water. Scorpio season represents being in the water, and she's in the water helping that whale. And so the thing is, it's like strength. Yeah, it's going to take some strength. It's going to take some strength. So you might need to go to the gym. You might need to lift. You might need to do something physically like that, where it's a physical challenge to offset the energy of any other challenge. But the good thing is that I feel like anyone who has an inventor mind is always thinking about how people work and how things work to make the world a better place. And even if it was inspired by them originally, you're a giver. You're a giver. And so you're being put in a position where you can help people. And it's everything that you've done up until this point, including your boundaries. That just keeps coming up. And I'm just really happy for you because your love is so beautiful. And you deserve to feel good about allowing yourself to be more open than you were. Allowing yourself to still have access to that love, that loving nature during Scorpio season. It's like as people are coming up for air because they've been in the underworld for so long, you're right there at the surface, like being able to help people go up onto the land. All different types of people. So if you're trying to attract people, the right people who have the same stripes as you and have the same mentality on things as you, allow yourself to be poured into by yourself through your creation, through your creativity side. All right, guys, so this is your reading, how to survive Scorpio season, how to thrive, not survive, but thrive in Scorpio season. Some of you could have been feeling that, but you're doing a really good job. And just allow yourself to prime yourself for your creations so that way you are controlling the narrative of how you feel. And the last thing I wanted to show, I didn't pull a card for you guys for my pocket deck that I made. Oh. It says, what do you have control over? What do you have control over? So one thing that you can do is write a list of the things that you do have control over. You have control over your boundaries. You have control over your, what you do, all of these different things. And it's like when you can feel that, you'll feel more empowered. And I feel like you're going to use that empowerment to help people. And it's going to be enjoyable. It's going to be purposeful, if anything, very purposeful. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you would like to support me, please comment down below, like, share, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. This really helps me thrive. I'm so grateful for you. If you need support in any way, like organizing your thoughts, or if you're just like, look, I need to dump this and I need to alchemize. If you need help with alchemy, alchemizing energies in real time with text support, monthly support, you guys have a lot on your plate. You're doing a lot. I love helping people in business. I love helping people who are building things, even if that's just building your confidence. Check out our products, the queencircleacademy.com down below. And check out our new program, the Bad Bitch Factory, where it's basically giving yourself the permission to work on yourself in a playful way, and in real time experiencing the connection between the spirit realm, the mental realm, and the physical realm. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys stay blessed, and I'm just very curious of what you're creating. Comment it down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, welcome to this reading. Last but not least, the Pearl Queens. Okay, this is this crown. If you chose this, this is the Pearl Queens. And you know, I'm just feeling really relaxed. I'm feeling like you guys have your own energy signature. Now, just so you know, these are my personal cards, and all of my cards are my personal cards, but I do read with them. I read with lots of different cards, but that's why they're personalized. But you might recognize these characters on the back of the card from an anime called Hunter x Hunter. And this is Gon and this is Netero. The interesting thing, I'm actually picking up a message between these two characters, is that both of them represent different aspects. Now, this is all about Scorpio season, okay? Right now, there's two different aspects that I'm picking up with you. There's like this father figure, this masculine, older, mature energy that's coming in, and this youthful, strong warrior that's being created at the same time. This could be like, it's so funny, the black bear, the guardian. The guardian always, even though it's loving and beautiful, it's like, don't you even think about it. There's this discipline. There's this, it says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. I feel like you have a very maternal energy if you chose group 4. Very maternal. And it's like there's a lot of stuff about gentle, even though it said gentle on the card. I just more resonate with the energy of like, I'm gentle with my child, but I'm not going to be gentle with you if you fucking me over. You know what I mean? Or you you messing with my boundaries. So Scorpio season for me is how I'm picking up is that you have so much, it's almost like the more that you, everything in your environment, the people, the energies, it's valuable. It's valuable. It's like actual currency. And it's like for you guys, there's so much currency in your environment, who you surround yourself with. You know, it's like, but it's not necessarily like the environment as an outside. It's more of the environment of like the energetic environment. And that is a powerful thing. We have the Two of Cups here. So yeah, Scorpio season represents water. But for you guys, we had the Strength card in the last reading, so you might have chosen group 3. But with the Lion here, you guys are having this, even though you have 2 energy and you have 5 energy popping up, and it's like, what are you really good at? These are the questions you should ask yourself in Scorpio season. What am I really good at? Who is supporting my journey right now? Who is supporting my emotional health? And what I love is that Scorpio season is typically depicted by water. And we have the bear and we're on the edge of the ocean. So we're not, this Scorpio season is more of like a lighthouse energy. You are practicing pouring with someone. This is pouring practice. Like, it's like, what is reciprocal? Excuse me. What is reciprocal to you? And it's doing things at a pace that you're comfortable with. But it's okay because it's almost like, right, what I'm picking up is like, you may feel like you're different from, you could have a really close friend that you admire and you're like, wow, but we're different. It's like, that is the point. Nobody is the same. Your thumb is not even the same as your kids. It's not the same. So there's an element of like, there could be a friendship that you're just really protective over because you love them. It could be your child. It could be anything like that, but it's like it's a beautiful relationship where it's so fucking reciprocal that it's just like, you're in this season, this era, what it is for you is like, finally, like, yes, But it's like because you're willing to go the F off. It's like some people don't even know that side of you, but at the same time, it's like, don't you mess with me because you have come so far. Doesn't matter how you came far. You might have multiple stories of how you came far. You might have flown over here. You might have been like, oh, I saw this in a dream. You know, I've been manifesting this however you got here, or whether it was through practical application. You got the polar bear, and I've written all over it. But the polar bear is a very interesting energy. We have the polar bear and we have the black bear. So it's like this masculine and this feminine. And it's like these polar opposites. There's something about whoever you're dealing with. This could be a friend, this could be a sister, this could be a spouse. But it's like but I'm actually picking it up. It's like both aspects of you are coming into union. Because with the card that I have here is I am the sun, I am the moon. So it's like there's two aspects of yourself that are like, and it could also be a person, but I'm definitely picking it up strongly now. There's two aspects of yourself that are coming together in Scorpio season, and it's causing you to get stronger. It's actually changing your DNA because you're doing two types of action. You're like doing physical steps, you're changing something, you did something, you're applying something. There's literal steps. Maybe you're counting your steps. Who knows? There might be something that you're doing that has steps. There's something about steps. But then it's like practical application. Then on the other side, you have this energy of like, I swam here. Huh? What do you mean you swam here? There's no shore for miles, and it's like maybe you've worked really hard to get right where you are. I'm just picking up you've worked really hard to get where you are. And there's a part of you that your intuitive gifts are like very potent right now. Your energy is very strong right now. You have so much protection. I just keep hearing protection, 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 protection. Just so much protection. Because it's like in order to be this gracious, in order to be this, it's just gracious, right? This union. It's like it almost feels like 1 year. I don't know if there's been 1 year since something happened, or there's something about like a candle. It could be, I'm just picking up, it's like, you know what it is, but there might be like a holiday. I want you to make up your own holiday. That's going to be your thing. You're going to have to make up a holiday, and you're going to have to honor it. So pick a good one, but I want you to create a holiday for yourself. That just popped up because I'm seeing here there's like a baby child, a cub, a baby child. I mean a cub, a baby bear, and then there's like this baby bear here, and then there's you. And I'm feeling like the polar bear to me symbolizes your ability to protect yourself in the real world through harsh conditions. And they can be aggressive, and so can the black bear specifically. But it's like maybe the things that you've been through, your aggressiveness protects you. And it's like I don't pick up that many people would know that you're aggressive, because it's very funny for the Pearl Queen, but it's like you don't know me like that. And it's like because you're like, I don't even know me like that. I'm still discovering myself, and I'm still coming into union with myself, so don't you tell me. And it's like, you're right, you're absolutely right. But you are the sun and you are the moon. There are two aspects of yourself. There's the part of you that knows how to float, knows exactly what she wants, because knowing exactly what you want is a huge step in the process. Because if you don't really have a clear picture and you can't describe it, like for an AI prompt, like AI also is a really good way to sharpen your intuition for this group. If you've been struggling with like how to envision your success, I encourage you to go on AI, download an app, and I'm trying to think which one. PixArt has AI. I have like so many different AI apps, but I don't know their name. But I'm gonna look down below. But just basically, that would really benefit you. You don't have to, but It's definitely an intuitive thing that would open up your... There's so much wisdom in those pearls, girl. Yeah, there's so much wisdom in those pearls, girl. Because you've maybe had to be a protector for so long. So it's like I'm picking up like your inner child is like someone else's inner child. It's like maybe you've had to protect multiple people from getting hurt. Like a lot of people are energetically in your care. And so for you, how to embody your full self right now is to give yourself a divine union between like like all the inner childs that you ever helped are going to be able to play now. All of your inner childs that you've ever helped, including your own, are going to be able to play now. It's like it's okay to play now. You don't have to like be in this mode of like I'm gonna protect you and I want to be spiritual, I want to be in tune, and then this and then that, and then it's like, oh, this person. But it's like their inner child. Something about a child, it could be someone else's kids. Like you could be like, oh, I'm taking care of this person's kid or something like this. But it's like you're allowed to get bigger. You're allowed to be bigger, to take up more space, to be a warrior, to be fierce, to be sexy, to be a main fucking character. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's so her. You get that. You get all of that. You can wear the skirt and the pants. You can wear the makeup and no makeup. You can do it whatever you want. And I'm seeing that that's the energy is coming in. It's very mystical. People are going to start noticing that your presence is very mystical because it's the reason why, and you're going to have different encounters than you had. So don't look at it like, oh, it's always been this way. There's a lot of codes opening up for you. You're going to be attracting opportunities, and those opportunities are directly coming from the divine union. And so you do that. You do that. Let me just take a second because it's a lot of energy. You might just want to pause sometimes if you feel there's a lot. But you may not have had a lot in your childhood to refer back to. Maybe you've been helping people. I'm picking up that you've been helping people over time. Like it's overdue. It's like it's time. It's time. Come on, it's time. It's time to play. It's time to create. It's time. It's time. You're way overdue. It's okay. They'll be okay. It's all good. You've done so much for them that your spirit is there when you're not there. It's time. It's okay. And you know it. It's all good. It's okay. Because what you're doing is when you say it's okay, you're uniting yourself with the other aspect, which is going to make you shine your light. You're going to realize how much light was being held up by yourself. And it's the weirdest feeling because I've done it. And I'm only saying that because I've done it. And we all, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but you and me, we've done it. Okay. And that's when you are utilizing, you're helping people, you know, but for you guys, they're on dry land. None of these animal spirits are in water. So I'm really feeling like this is, now I'm getting a message like this could have been you on the right, helping people on stable. You're close enough to your emotions, but you're not overtaken by them. And you might have helped someone come to the shore. And it took a lot of strength, man. It took so much strength. I'm getting exhausted even thinking about it. Like you've had to be your own, you may have had to be your own mother and your own father. And then also help these other people. And then still help yourself. The energy is so strong. It's like it's almost like you haven't filed your energetic taxes. Like I'm just seeing, it's like I just see all these like bills and they're just sitting there. Like they're you just need to cash the check. Like this is like, this could be literally a check coming in, I'm picking up. But this is also like, claim it. Say it out loud. Be like, it's time to cash in, bitch. Like, the Pearl Queen's like, what? It's time to cash in. Catch me outside. How about that? I don't even know why that's popping up, but like, I'm picking up so much humor now. Like, you guys are gonna be like known for some, like, you're gonna be known to be funny. Like, people might be like, oh my gosh, she's so funny, and maybe you weren't like that before. And people are like, what? What is this new side? I don't understand. It's because all your energy, you had a big part of it, like 40% of your energy, and some of you guys it's 60, between 40 and 60% of your energy was tied up in being this mother and father for yourself, mother and father for that person, 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 and mother and father for that person. That's how many people I see. Mm-hmm. But it's okay, because when you were doing that, you were actually embodying different aspects of yourself: the physical movement, the mind body connection, the inner child healing, the true kingdom, and the ability to alchemize. The true kingdom comes when you're fully unlocked as yourself. You can, when you are your full self, you speak your mind, you're honest with yourself through action. Action is the proof that your thoughts are real. So if you hear negative thoughts, you don't act on those thoughts. And you literally exercise your control because you know that you're not participating in those narratives. It's only really challenging thoughts if you're participating in the narrative, talking about the narrative. But I don't really see that here. You've already done that work. And it's funny because I write on my cards, and this is the only group that had writing on it. So there's something about what you gotta say, because it's huge. It's large. It's like, wow. People are going to be like, wow. I just keep hearing wow. Like, maybe people see you and they're like, wow. Like, wow. Because you painted your skeletons. You danced in the rain, and you became a source of happiness for other people. And now you're about to, you got some shit to say, but say it through writing. Say it through writing. Let people read what you have to say. Let people engage in what you have to say. You feed more people that way when you write. Or you could film a video, but I'm just definitely picking up writing, because your writing is magic, and people need to know that magic exists. Through participation, the mind-body connection is the thought combined with the action. So you're helping so many people. You're about to be helping if you're not already. This is powerful, this union, because it's going to help you feel like you gained so much more, like 30% more. Scorpio season's like giving you access to like 30% more balance. And you'll be using all of your elements like an avatar interchangeably. It's an opportunity. So depending on where you are, if you're in the guardian stage, just know that the people that you've helped are going to be good, because you've helped them so many times. You're like their teacher, and your spirit is with them when you're away. So I would do something. I would get, if I was you, okay, I would get 2 outfits that depict, one that depicts the sun and one outfit that depicts the moon. And I would make that holiday, on that holiday, I would find a way to wear both of them. So maybe make one like a gym outfit or pajamas, so you end up changing. But that's gonna send a huge, very clear signal to the universe. It's gonna be so clear, and you're really gonna be able to change your reality to the set design that you want, because your life is like your set design. Don't just accept it, change the design. And you change the design by changing the character, because right now your house is a depiction of the character that you are. It's a depiction of your mindset. Whether it's you're staying in the room or you're staying in a mansion, you're staying in an apartment, it doesn't matter. It's how you conduct it. It's the energy. It's the cleanliness. It's the style preferences. It's all of that. All of that. You're an intricate human. You're an intricate queen. You're an intricate goddess. For real. Test it out. I'm sending you guys so much love. You are amazing. If no one's told you that today, you are amazing. And I'm sending you love and light. And if you'd like to support me, please like the video, share the video, or subscribe. This helps so much, more than you know. Thank you guys for being here. And if you'd like to check out any of our programs, please do so. The link is in the bio for the Bad Bitch Factory coming out November 15th. Thank you so much for your support. Bye, guys.